Hello everyone, welcome back to my set of videos. My name is Devin Adams. My name is Devin Adams. I'm an NSC 7 certified Fortinet instructor here in Tempe, Arizona, and I got some rest. Can you tell? Anyways, last night we essentially included all these devices into our GNS3 topology to create this advanced. Now, advanced, that's still bugging the crap out of me. I'm trying not to care about it, but it's kind of like when you wake up with a hangover and you're like, what did I write? What did I do? Anyways, but to create this more advanced lab than what I did in the previous video. And I thought we are all ready to go, and then I realized I totally lied. We have another set of devices to bring into the GNS3 environment, and that is our layer 2 switches. So layer 2 switching is always a little bit tricky when it does virtual environments because it's really hard to simulate the benefit of having a fabric switch and all that cool ASIC switching technology. But in GNS3 they make it pretty easy, and there's two flavors we're going to use. So if you head over here to the pane over here, all right, we have the built-in Ethernet switch. Now, when this pops up, make sure that you're selecting the GNS3 VM, okay? And these switches do a pretty good job. Now, I have not done too much research here, but as far as I can tell, these switches are pretty much like a simulator, so not really an emulator, but they're still doing the job. If you double click these things, what I really like about them is just how easy they are to configure. So for example, here we have our ports. We can add more ports if we need it. All right. And on top of that, we can do VLAN tagging. And we can make trunk ports and Q ports. I mean, that's pretty darn easy. Okay. But it's also been my personal experience that sometimes if you have a lot of traffic, they can get overloaded. Now, I have not done empirical testing and gathered data. I could just be doing something wrong, all right? But I just have noticed in the past, and this is previous versions of GNS3 also, that if I'm using one of these built-in switches with a lot of congestion, a lot of traffic, I don't know if things are dropping or what have you, but I seem just to have some problems. So when it comes to a busier part of our network topology, we might want a more intelligent virtual appliance here. And there are several, as you can see, to pick from. But there's one that I like to use because it's open source. You don't need the proprietary images for some of these. And that is going to be the Open V switch. It even has the layer 3 icon there for switching. And it kind of describes what it does, and it's pretty darn impressive, guys. It can do link aggregation, it can do NetFlow, SFlow, it can do VLANs, obviously. It can do spanning ports, it can do spanning tree or mirror ports. Pretty darn cool. All right, now I'm probably not going to go that deep into it here in class, but I am going to bring one of these in, okay? So I can have a more intelligent switch. Oh, better grab it now that it's installed. For my local LAN traffic. So going between the domain controller, going between my other PCs. As you can tell, there's 15 ports that are open in it. If you double click, it is using a Docker. So it's going to pull down this image when it first boots up. And I'll actually start it right now just to test it. You can see we have a little green light come on. Now, the real only caveat I have of this bad boy is one, if you want to use those features like link aggregation or VLAN tagging, you're going to have to go out there and learn it. So I might do a video on it. I have not had the need yet to do so. I think I did once do a demo for a one-arm sniffer feature in the FortiGate, creating the FortiGate as an offline IDS appliance. Let me know if you guys want to see that. That was kind of fun to do. But the caveat here is that it is a virtual machine. It's not this little simulator. It does take resources. Not a lot, but it does. Okay. But once it boots up, you can double click here and you can see all right, that it's ready to go. Now don't worry about these errors. I promise you, that's all that's needed to get this thing to act like a switch, and I have not, I repeat, I have not had any issues with congestion using the Open V switch. So bottom line, in the next video, we're going to actually start building our topology, and I'm going to use one of these guys for our LAN traffic in our local area network, and just these guys maybe on my remote side or just as I need switches here and there. But that is about it. So join me next time where we will start putting the stuff together. So, all right, guys, until next time.